Okay, we're talking about this mouse trap that I built. I followed instructions that I found on YouTube. Basically, you take a 5-gallon bucket from Home Depot or wherever, and you take a tin can, like a food can. This was a tomato paste can. You drill a hole in it on both sides. You take a wire, coat hanger, thread it through, and then you coat it with peanut butter and all the way around, and then you put a ramp to get up to the side out of a 2x4 or something. So here's kind of the concept. Have some kind of ramp that the mouse would walk up onto, and then they are attracted to the peanut butter. They jump on the can, and the can's supposed to spin and dump them in the bucket. And I've had okay success with this. I've caught 3 mice, but there's at least one mouse that's really tricky. Little bugger. He is able to get up here and eat the peanut butter off the sides, and so now all the weight is on this one side, and it will not, he's apparently light enough that it won't tip him, or he's smart enough. I even put the ramp, normally I put the ramp like on this side. I put it on this side, and that sucker, he took that can and he pulled it over somehow, like that. So, I'm going to go to plan B, and I'm going to try to come up with a different mouse trap, and I'll show you what I'm doing, and we'll see if it works. Alright, so this is what I came up with. I took a piece of PVC pipe I had laying around. This is actually the PVC pipe that you get for central vac system. I'm not sure exactly what size it is. If I had to guess, I'm going to say like 1.25 inches or something like that. You'd probably go smaller. And then I drilled a hole through it. Ooh, that ain't right. Jeez, that looks pretty bad. Brother, that's not centered at all. I wanted to do this on a drill press, but it's cold and wet out, and I didn't want to go out to the shed. I was being lazy, so I don't know if this is gonna work. But anyways, obviously this side's longer, and rests on the lip of the bucket, and I'm gonna have to do something to get the weight so I want it heavier on this end, but so that it lays flat. But then the mouse, I'm going to put peanut butter down at this end, and the mouse should go into this tube, travel down the tube to get to the peanut butter, and then his weight should cause this to tip and him to fall out. At least that's my theory. So we'll see what I can come up with to adjust. Okay, here's the finished product. What I did was I just cut out to make it easier to enter the tube. Also, it takes away some of the weight. In order to add weight down here, what I did was I cut off a piece of the PVC pipe, split it down the middle. Let me flip this over so you can see. And then I taped, using Gorilla Tape, I taped a washer onto here. Now I can kind of slide this forward and backward, and it's just a press fit to adjust how tippy it becomes. So again, the thought is, and I put a little bit of bait here. You're supposed to use peanut butter, but I don't really have any peanut butter in the house yet. We're out of it, so I'm using Nutella. Put a little bit here just to get them excited. And then I have a lot more down at the other end of the tube. So the thought is they'll go down, travel through the tube. Once their weight gets to this point, should tip them down into the bucket. And I'm hoping that they won't be able to jump out and grab hold of anything. That's the thought, anyways. So we'll find out. See what happens in the morning. Okay, so I thought I'd show you what the ramp looks like. Just a piece of lumber. It's probably 42 inches long. And then the mouse is able to crawl up here. I put a little bit of peanut butter in here to get them interested, and then they travel down the tube and tips. So I did it last night, and I had trouble. Actually, I set it up last night, and I came out and I could see that something had eaten the bait here, but there was nothing in the bucket. So I theorized, well, what if this was a larger mouse and he was able to jump out? So I put some water in the bucket, thinking that would slow him down and would prevent him from being able to jump. And look what I found there this morning. There he is. Finally got that little bugger. Unfortunately, he drowned in the bucket. So, but if you're okay with killing the mice, that's a good way to do it. My plan was to release him, but I didn't really have a choice with this guy. So it looks like water in the bucket prevents him from jumping out. So now I got to get rid of this. I didn't want to deal with the water because I worry about what kind of diseases and stuff that a water with a dead mouse floating in it brings. So I'm going to go dump this out.